Yeah, good morning, everybody. And I just wanted to say thank you to Maddie and Chris and the whole On Passive family. On Passive family is a great family. At times we forget our greatness. Your greatness starts from the day you are born, from the day On Passive was born, from the day each and everybody met Ash. That greatness was launched. So if you've forgotten the day you became great, apart from the day you were born, the day you were shown where you were going to. So I just want to thank God for letting me be part of this great nation. It's indeed a nation. My name is Ivy Mix, and at times I don't know what it is about my name. It's my name. It's not, somebody says, are you a DJ? Somebody says, do you sell drinks? It's my husband's name, trust me. And so many years I used to wonder, why didn't you change your name? So the original name from his tribe is Michael. And the way they say Michael in his language is Mikush. So people kept on saying Mikush, 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 and it became Mix. So that's what is in the lineage of the family. So immediately I heard that name was originated from the angel Michael. I said, come on, I like that name. Because Michael is the one that fights our battles on God's behalf. So if you watch the Michaels in On Passive, they are dangerous. We have Mike Ellis and we have Michael Williams. There's something about that Michael. I said, no, I want it. So I'm so proud to carry that name. And it made it easy for me anytime I had to log in and log out. From Africa, I was born in London. How I ended up in London, talking about sports, my dad was an Olympic warrior. My dad ran the Commonwealth Games. We are British. We were colonized by the British. So the British has the Commonwealth. All the countries they have, excuse me to say, I wouldn't say colonized, but countries they've partnered with, because we have advanced in civilization. So we use very good words. So those countries always have what we call the Commonwealth Games. Now, my dad was a hero in that game. He was the number one sprinter in Africa in the 40s and in the 50s, I think. I've forgotten, maybe the 50s. No, in the 50s. He used to run the 100-meter dash and the 200-meter dash. My dad was like people used to put bets on him in countries, and indeed he would win. So I think he had won a very critical race, pitted against another very fast runner. And when my dad won that race, the government of Ghana said, it's either two ways. Either the British sponsored him to come and live in Britain in the 50s. In the 50s with my mom. So that is how I was born. So I was born in London, and my father was a runner, a winner until the day he died. So my dad, when he retired from running, he became the coach of the greatest football team in our country. It's called Asante Kotoko. Now, surprisingly, the token of that football team is the porcupine. And why did they call the porcupine? It says that ukum apima apimbeba, when you take out, you see those nails from the porcupine. As soon as some goes out, some comes back. They never say die. And that is what Ash means to me. 2 days ago, I was thinking about him. I said, my mom always sat me down and said, never say die until the bones are rotten. You never give up. And then my grandmother would say, can these bones live? So the bones can also live, because according to the Bible in Ezekiel, when God asked the prophet, can these bones live? The bones all came back together. So there's no giving up. There's no dying. There's no perishing in unpassive. It makes me like this company. It makes me, I've been asked so many times. I said, when you have somebody who is leading you like that, there's no stopping. I was so scared to come on here because I said, what do I have to say about myself? I don't have anything to say because I've joined greatness, something greater than me. So that is how I was born, and in London. And then my family were family, like obviously they're traveling for the sports. My daddy, I think 20 or 40 passports. My daddy was a winner. And Ash is a winner. My dad was a winner. That Olympic spirit that we are in now. And I will tell you a story too. He was invited by the Olympic Committee in 1994 to come to America for the great 100th Olympic ceremony. So I lived in a city where he could come and take a plane. So I took him to the airport and I said, Dad, I will watch you when you are representing the country. You know how they go around the field. So I bought this big TV and I'm sitting in front of my TV waiting for my dad to pass on the TV, and I'll tell him, Dad, I saw you. 8 hours or maybe 12 hours after I had dropped him at the airport and I saw the airplane take off, I had a message from the Ministry of Sports that your dad is passed, he's dead. I said, no, it's not my dad. That's not my dad. My dad is going to the Olympics. I'm waiting to watch him on the TV. They said, no, you don't understand. He passed when he was passing from the plane. You know, when you disembark and you're in transit in Frankfurt. From Accra to Frankfurt, my dad passed in the on the way to the in transit. So here am I waiting for him to watch him 1994 Olympics. I had just had my daughter and I had told him that you come back and we find, I'm telling you. And then they brought back, instead of watching him on that field walking around, I met his coffin at the same place where I picked him up. So when I meet a winner, because he was a winner, the morning of when he died, I took him to the track field. He ran 4 laps. That was his practice. And then he passed. So what am I bringing this out for? We are winners. We are winners.